Hello everybody, Scratch Off Ticket Man here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Got our Scratch Off tickets here for today. We got crosswords, 50 grand. That sounds like a plan in Jaws. Who will be next? $100,000. That'd be sweet going into this weekend. Let's get started. Hope everyone had a good week. They changed it up there. Usually I say, oh, everyone's just having a good day. Even though it's probably like 10 a.m. or something like that for somebody. But yeah, it's like, oh, hope everyone had a good week. Just to follow up again. Was it on Wednesday? Yeah, it was on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday I had a bit of a bad day, but that's okay. Because again, it honestly got turned around when that woman at not that woman, the woman at McDonald's was nice to me, and she, not to say she didn't have to be, but she realized that I just had a quick question and needed assistance. As a patron of the eating establishment, so I wanted to put that back in the universe again. Had a good day yesterday though. Beautiful weather here where I am, which is always nice. It got warm again, but at the same time, like it's not crazy hot. So it's like you can still go out and do stuff. I've had something on my mind like all yesterday. I was listening to a podcast. I do like Diary of a CEO podcast, and I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he was talking about like AI and like brains and thoughts and stuff. And he was talking about the idea that like humans, like there's a lot of animals that are smart. There's a lot of animals that are smart, but he's like the thing about humans. He doesn't say it like this though. I'm just gonna say it in my own voice. He's like the thing about humans though is that like language is what sets us apart. He's like language. I don't remember how he said it. It's like language allows us to breach the barrier between minds. And it was like he said that, and I was gonna go for a walk, and like my mind exploded. I was like, that's like a thing, because like lots of animals will see another animal do something, and then it will kind of mimic them, because it figures out there's usually like a reward, or like sometimes the reward is just not dying, but usually there's a reward like food or something that the animal's like, oh, if I do this, I get food or I get not died. So like that's good. That's a good outcome. But he's like, the thing about humans is we can just, I almost said they. I'm not an alien. No, but the idea we said with humans, like we can just talk about it. You know, you can go somewhere, and if you don't really know what to do or where you are or like what kind of works there, it's like the tribe can just kind of talk about it and discuss some of the things that they think they could do. So like you're not just discussing it, you're actually taking the thought, like the horsepower, like the brain power of everyone around, and you're kind of using it as leverage, because all those ideas, all those AKA, stupid ideas that people can throw around, and they can do parallel processing, because everybody, should they care about the actual, the survival of the group, everyone can be thinking about it at the same time, and they can come up with some solutions, and then they can discuss them and they can put them into practice. And it's like, that blew my mind, because like the more people you have, like the smarter you should be. If you're thinking about like computers and processing power, like the more you have, the more you have, sort of thing. And I started thinking about like it kind of splits off into two things here. One is the idea with like computing power. We had a chips and a processing power, and it's like, well, how do we can't get any more transistors on the, or whatever is it. It transistors on the board, sort of thing. So like, what do we do? Well, let's put another one beside it, and then we'll just put like another one beside it, and we'll just kind of like do lots of. We'll just tell the information where to go to process more stuff. But it's like with people, like we have so many people. It's another thing I kind of want. Like someday I'll go on a rant about it. But like people are so addicted to their phones. Like one of the games I play when I'm out is I just count the number of people I see on their phones. One of my favorite things, and I said this to somebody, and they got really mad when I said it. But I'm just like, look at cars, look at people in cars. There's a guy driving, and there's a girl on the phone. Because we're talking about the idea with like AI, not AI, but the idea with like self-driving cars and stuff. And I made a joke. I was just like, I bet there's a lot of guys out there that, I don't have a car, but there's a lot of guys out there that can't wait to have self-driving cars so they can scroll on their phones too. And she got really mad about that, because I think she knew I was right, but she didn't want to think about it that way. Maybe there's something going on where women can get a lot of work done and it's going on their phones, and the dude's driving the car, sort of thing. But one of the games I play in public is I do count how many people I see on their phones, even to just stand and wait for the bus, or they're on the bus, or like, they're waiting to cross the road, or just like, or crowds on TVs. Well, I started playing that game, watching the Olympics. So you just like sit, and they show the crowd, and I start counting quickly, see how many people on their phone. Go to the Olympics, like you're at the Olympics in Paris, and you're on your phone. Like maybe it's okay, but for someone that's not in Paris and not able to go to the Olympics, like what are you doing? Like live in the moment. The moment is now. The moment is here. But anyways, back with the idea. This collective consciousness, like we should have more people thinking, and like we're more connected than ever. I do believe in the collective consciousness grid, which the internet has provided to us around the world. But it's like, what are we doing with it? Everyone could be thinking about stuff. Like now should be harder than ever to be someone in a position they need to get elected, because you should have so many people sharing their opinions on stuff. Instead, we just have like this weird hive mind going on where, everyone's got a line in the sand that they're going to be voting on, sort of thing. But just the idea where like people just kind of pick a couple of things, and then they kind of dig their heels in on it. They dig their line in the sand with what they believe when it comes to voting on something. And then they go back to scrolling. And it's like, yeah, I remember the internet. I remember Keyboard Cat. I remember Nan Cat. Like, I remember there were a lot of cats early on the internet. Cats really do run things. Egypt had it figured out. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. The idea with, like, collective consciousness, just the idea that, like, we should be having better conversations. Instead, we just have debates where we're just looking for, like, the idea where you just have you're just looking for these sound bites. And then you can post that, and that's all you're kind of getting from the debates, and also getting into, like the hard issues sort of thing. So the idea we should be having better conversations for everybody, but instead we just have this, like, brain rot going on. And so it's in a weird spot, because we could be having better conversations now more than ever. And instead, we're doing to just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. So the barrier between minds doesn't mean anything. Anyways, when I heard that, a language allowed us to breach the barrier between minds, I was like, that is, I never know if I'm using the right word, but like, that's profound. That was very profound when I heard him say that. Anyways, it's what happens sometimes. I'm out for walks, I'm listening to podcasts and stuff, and then my mind gets all exploded. And sometimes I like laugh at myself a little bit when I'm in public, and then it makes me feel weird, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, we're so close. If we had an R or a T, because we got aid, or maybe it's 80. That if someone ever asks you how to spell 80, say AIDE, and see the reaction on their face. I think that'd be pretty funny, because they would think about it. Because the English language, there's so many words that you can like pneumonia. It's like, how do you spell that? You're like, P. Like, okay, that's not going to help anybody. And that's all we got on this. So lucky simple here. We got a plane. I always forget about this bottom part. We got a tree. We got a necklace. I thought this said walkie-talkie. I was like, what is that? We got a wing. And we got a book. A lot of the stuff just reminds me of someone that's like stranded on an island. So I think we just got the one word. We need 2 words or more on this, so not looking good, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next one here. Moving on to Jaws. Who will be next? Da-da-da-da. I gotta be careful with the musical notes I choose to associate with this Jaws Who Will Be Next card. So if I hit the wrong 2, might get flagged. Okay, so we got 32, 38, 40, 15, and 48. Okay, I'm feeling good today. I feel like we could get something on Jaws today, because we haven't got much on Jaws. 49. Oh, it's so close. 36. So close. Oh, I thought that was a 38 for a second. 39. Oh, that's close to a 38. 9. No. 16. 23. 20. 30. 19. 35. Oh. We're running out of teeth here. We're running out of teeth. It's actually just figured that out. Like, we're scratching off shark teeth. Sharks have a lot of teeth. And I guess they fall out and they get new teeth. Evolution. That's evolution for you. Okay, so 32, not seeing it. 38, not seeing it. 40, not seeing it. 15, not seeing it. And 48, not seeing it. I thought we'd do better on this. I really did. Okay, so we got a bonus down here. We got a treasure chest. It just says chest, but it's treasure chest. We got a starfish. We're out of the writing already. The third one, if the second one's wrong, then the third one's just like whatever. It's like, oh, here's a boat, whatever. Making up random. So, to round out the week on this Friday, we got aid. We could have used an RRT. That would have been fantastic. On this, and that would have sent us sailing, maybe on vacation, with some trees. And maybe maybe you need a special someone to give her a necklace and a ring, and then you realize that you don't have any money left. And you gotta check your books at the end, realize that you're back in crippling debt. And then, nothing on Josh here, but that's okay. I hope everyone had a great week, and hopefully Friday rounds itself out nicely, and everyone has a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out. See you in the next one. Good luck on that.